don't play with me.
It's spooky time, bitches.
Cute.
Can someone give me some water? Alright, take 197. You want me to take off with
Yeah.
the first one? Okay.
Take off with it.
I'm gonna take right off with this. Okay, so basically I have an aunt who lives in Farmington, New Mexico, and I know nobody's gonna know where that is.
Most haunted place ever.
It's a very scary fucking town. So most of it's like Indian burial ground. My aunt's house was built on an Indian burial ground. So basically, as long as I can remember, everybody who goes in that house just like feels something really scary as soon as they walk in. And there's just been a bunch of like little things that have happened in this house that like we just know it's haunted. Like it's not hard to tell. You feel the energy right away. You felt it right away.
Yeah, I literally felt it right off the bat. Right when I walked into her house, I was just like, has there been paranormal things that have been happening to you here? And she's like, there's paranormal shit that goes down all the fucking time in this house. And it just feels really cold and like, just something's off. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, so recently I had a cousin who passed away and she lived in that house. And she had this spot in the corner of the kitchen. It was the same chair she always sat in, did her nails, did her makeup, whatever. She had her signature little spot just right there. And right where she used to sit, right where that spot is, we have this china cabinet thing up, and that's where her ashes are in and just a lot of her belongings that my aunt likes to keep around. And also like healing crystals and stuff like that. So one day we're sitting in the kitchen talking about paranormal things and just like a lot of scary stuff. And so we decided to go on Snapchat and just take a lot of pictures and like goof around with the filters and things like that. And for some reason I had the idea to flip the camera around onto the chair where she always sat. And Snapchat has like the face recognizing thing to where it'll put a filter on if it recognizes there's a face. So it puts a filter right where her head would be if she was sitting in that chair. And not only did it put the filter, but you can see eyes in the filter. Like the color of her eyes, the shape of her eyes, it looks exactly like her eyes.
It was the creepiest fucking thing ever. Like it literally, you could see like blue eyes, like bright blue eyes just blinking. It was so fucking
And everybody just comes around to the camera staring at it, and right away we all say like it looks like her.
No, and the creepiest thing about it is that when you would scroll through the pictures, because they took a lot of pictures, there was some pictures of her eyes being blue, and all of a sudden you kept scrolling, there was some with red in her eyes, like her entire pupil would just be full of red.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, so this is where Jenna's gonna take over with this story. Is we were there on vacation visiting my aunt when all of this stuff happened, and so Jenna is really interested in healing crystals and things like that, which my aunt
love all that shit.
My aunt had a huge collection in that china cabinet, and so my aunt gave Jenna.
She gave me like a bunch of healing crystals, and she gave me this like jade bracelet, and she was like, this is good luck. Whenever you wear this, you're going to have good luck. And I thought that was really sweet. And then she also gave me this other rock that was also inside of the cabinet. And it looks kind of cool. Like I didn't notice anything like about it. It was just a cool little rock. And so when we get back from New Mexico, I like put this rock in my shelf in my room. And I noticed right when I got back, really weird shit started happening to me. So Anyway,
You were talking about a scary rock. Continue.
Okay, the haunted rock. Okay, fuck. That piece of shit.
Are you guys on a YouTube channel?
Yes, Mom.
Yes, we're recording.
Why'd you move my thing?
We'll discuss later.
Okay, don't tear my house up.
Okay.
So back to the scary rock. So basically it was in my room on my shelf, and one night I was just watching Faking It. You know that like lesbian show where they like pretend to be lesbians or whatever. So yeah, I fell asleep with the light on in my room, and I never do that, but just that night I did for some reason. I was just really tired and passed the fuck out. And so I woke up exactly at 3:30 in the morning, the devil's hour. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, the fucking devil's hour. I woke up and had the laptop still like on my lap, and I had fallen asleep, and I looked up at the time. I don't even know why, like my brain just told me like just look at the time, and it was 3:30, and right when I fucking opened my eyes and looked at the time, the lights in my room just shut off completely. Just like shut off. And I saw this big black figure. Okay, so the way my room's set up is my door is like behind me and my bed is in the corner over here, and then my window is in front of me. So in my window I saw a reflection of this big black shadowy type man figure, and all of a sudden it just like turned into like nothing and evaporated, and like I felt it just shoot out of my room, like dart out of my room, but it was a really cold presence. Like I felt coldness, and it was so fucking weird. I've never experienced anything dark like that or paranormal like that before, but it just felt so off, like something was not right, and I was really fucking scared. I left my room and slept downstairs on the couch with my dad that night. It was just so fucking insane. And so the next morning I took the rock and I was explaining it to my dad and stuff, and he's a pastor, so he was telling me, oh, it's evil, like let me tell you, like opening up the Bible and shit, and that rock is evil. And so yeah, I took the rock and I went downstairs outside of my house and I just chucked that shit. I was like, I'm not having that rock, I'm scared, like I'm terrified of that rock now. And so ever since I got out of my room, nothing happened anymore after that.
No offense to my aunt, by the way.
No,
we love you.
No offense, yeah, we love
and all
you
of
so
your
much.
rocks, okay?
Yeah.
All
your rocks are beautiful. I love your healing crystals. I still carry your jade crystals in my purse. Hey guys, okay, so I am back fucking months later. Our camera actually died during that video, but we were about to say bye and everything. But I had realized that I actually left out a really important piece of information. Before I saw this dark figure in my room in the window, it was weird because when we were at Aunt Jo's house, Bree and I were sitting in the kitchen, and Aunt Jo was telling us that she wanted to show us this picture of this really weird figure that was caught in this picture of them carrying up her casket to the grave. And it was so freaky, guys. I'm not kidding. It literally looked like the exact figure that I had seen that night. I don't know how I didn't say this in the video because this was the freakiest part of it all. I think I seriously saw the demon or dark figure that was in this picture. But yeah, so she had showed us this picture, and as they were carrying up the casket to the grave, you just saw this huge black figure in the back of their picture. Because somebody had been taking pictures of them carrying the casket up there. It was a family member or something like that. There was just this huge, evil-looking type shadow in the back, and it was really, really freaky. I'm not sure what it was, but I think it's the exact same thing that I had seen in my room. So yeah, it's still a mystery what the fuck was even in that picture. Aunt Jo was just so freaked out by it too. She was like, this was so weird, this was caught in the back of her picture, and we don't know what it ever was. And yeah, I just really had to tell you guys that because it was super, super freaky. But yeah, so I hope you guys liked that paranormal story. I'm just glad that nothing lingered around or it didn't stay in my house. I'm glad I got everything out right away. But yeah, I prayed like right away. I was like, dear Jesus, please get it out of my house. Like, fuck, I don't fuck with this stuff. Just please get it out. So yeah, that was the story. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.